Hi YouTube, I'm Cole, and this is my first video. Welcome. So, this is going to be a room tour slash first video slash get to know me a little bit, so stay tuned. Alright, trying my best to give an overall view. Desk, trolls. Anyway, so I thought I would start with the first thing that you see coming into the room, which is my vintage Barbies. Vintage Barbies, Barbie cases, other miscellaneous vintage fashion dolls. Got a share. We have a Kittle, a custom I'm still kind of working on. We have a Susie Sad Eyes. We have an Evergreen doll. Here we have a original ponytail Barbie. I believe she's a number 5 with a Ken, still in their original outfits, with one of the pamphlets that came with them. Super fun. They're some of my favorites in my collection personally. Then we have a Kittles case, fashion doll, and then we're going to go to the Cupid corner, which I have quite a few different various sizes of Cupid dolls. Granted, this isn't my whole collection. I have a bunch just kind of spread throughout the house. But here are some of the special ones. And then I have 2 floral pictures behind. Alright, here is one of my Knick-Knack Shelves. Lots of vintage buttons, a Maricord, Cupid, 2 Avon bottles that are Yorkies, which is the kind of dog I have, another Cupid. Here is a Victorian mourning piece that is real human hair of a deceased one. Here's some other Victorian jewelry, a button, more jewelry, a celluloid that I'll show right now. I found this at an estate sale, but I thought it was awesome. Little crushed chickens, but the fact that this is still intact, because if you don't know, celluloid is a very, very fragile material. But how cool, it just winds up and spins. Missing a little chickadee out here, but that's okay. Yeah, I love this. It was only 50 cents, but the amount of joy that this brings me, priceless. The Edward Mobley giraffe. My mom actually got it for me for Christmas like 3 years back. Still in love with it to this day. And then we got a few little squeaks. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite little corners. Edward Mobley is a theme. It's his time of year. He is a rushed-in rubber-faced Santa. Fixed him up, found him at an estate sale. He's one of my favorites. Along with the Edward Mobley. Now brings us to my dresser. I personally hand painted it. It's currently displayed with a bunch of rubber-faced Santas. If you're looking for one, I have a few in my Etsy shop. Link in the bio. Then I have some of my favorite vintage Valentine's Day cards all along my mirror. Some of them are really, really cute. So it is a nice, sweet thing to see in the morning, I think. I mean, granted, we have 2 different holidays going on, Christmas and Valentine's, but you know what? It works. Also, I forgot to mention I have some Edward Mobley bears on top of the dresser as well. Next, we have one of my favorite walls in my room, the Rushed-in Rubber Face wall. Alright, and for starters, we got 2 Rushton skunks. We have one of my prized possessions, the lavender cow, sad bear, some dogs, some Mark Ryden prints above. Then one of my other favorites, the Gooned Devil. I painted the wall displays. Here are 2 of my other restorations. You can also see them on TikTok. I keep going down. We have a vintage plush still in packaging. We have a AmeriCorps decal baby crib. And then that is pretty much it for this wall. All right, and here's also one of my favorite things is my Canopy Bed. I found this awesome vintage bedspread off Etsy a while ago, and then we have some vintage plush. Then I have some mirrors on the side of my bed. Hello. And prints. That one is from my friend Karina. Alright, and then we go to the other side. We have some big-eyed gotta love the big eyes. Right, so we are on to the next wall. Here's one of my shelves, all full of vintage Kmart dolls, also a Gooned bunny. Gotta love the little devil. I believe he's from '67. Cool shelf right here. Full of some crystals. Clearly gotta love some yellow. A composition doll. A Cupid. The Bible. Alright, and here's hands down one of my most colorful shelves, which is full of some of the smaller dolls of the 60s. We of course have some Kittles, the Kittle Cologne, some of the Dawn dolls. I guess that one is fallen over, had a little bit too much fun. Some of the Fashion Flatsies, super bright and colorful. Again, more Kittles, a super tiny one, a little Flatsie, a Clubhouse, more Kittle colognes. And here are some of the leggy dolls I have. Pretty much the name sums it up. They have really long legs. And here are some of my big-eyed Bradley dolls. These are super fun. I have another one. With the Gilbert mushroom lamp. Like I was saying, Bradley's, and then down here to kind of like cover up some of the chords from the record player, we have some more Squeaks. Love them. Then we have a Lonely Lisa, found her pretty recently. And now we are onto the wall of this and that pretty much. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big fan of vintage floral. Got a ton of it. That poor plant. Then we got a little Cupid and a Kittle. And this is a piece my friend Karina did. And then we have more cacti. We have these cool mod vintage hangers. That one's kind of being covered up, but found those at an estate sale a couple months back. Super super cute mirrored carousel. And then we have this embroidered flower picture I got. Yes. And then we have some of the vintage trolls. Any vintage troll lovers out there? I tend to only keep the ones from like the 60s. But we got a Playboy troll. I gotta fix her up. Got a two-headed troll. I'm really a big fan of the ones that actually have like hair for some reason. Because usually their eyes are quite like horrifying. So take that for what you will. But whenever I do see a doll with platinum white hair, I always gotta buy it. Because I have had platinum hair for like a solid my whole life. So pretty keen to the white, silvery, ethereal locks. All right, and we'll make ourselves down. And we have a Little Miss No Name from 65, I believe. One of my all-time favorite dolls, if not my all-time favorite kinds of dolls. Then we have her little cousin, pretty much, which is the Susie Sad Eyes, the orphan dolls of the 60s, pretty much. Their whole gimmick was to make you feel sad, so you would buy them / adopt them, give them a name, etc. But it certainly worked. I love them. Then we got some different boxes. My friend Abby made that one on top. Got a cute little other doll. This was my, I think, great-grandmother's bear. Obviously well loved. Then we have some of the remaining CDs I have, as well as a painting I did many moons ago from the last unicorn, as well as a unicorn. And hey, it on DVD as well. It almost is a theme. And that is that shelf. All right, and then the last stop on the tour is my couch. So thanks so much for watching, if anybody is. I've gotten a few requests on TikTok to make a YouTube, so I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to do it for a while. Let's do it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing lots of vintage toy restoration, kind of longer versions. I do a lot of that already on TikTok, but I love fixing old things up. I love sharing information about, you know, vintage toys, some of my collections. If anybody wants to hear, you know, more in depth about something they saw today, please let me know. I'd love to maybe make a whole video about it. I love sharing some of my knowledge to you. I do lots of vintage toy restoration in my TikTok as well, link in the bio. I'll be doing lots of outfit of the days, you name it. If it's vintage, it will be there. I'll hopefully be posting maybe once a week here. Hold me to it, I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. This has been my room tour. But if you're into vintage, give me a follow. I post every day on my TikTok. I have an Instagram. I have an Etsy shop I've already mentioned.